What I've learned from the Ice Show Speed Tour is simple. It's very simple, right? When you get older in age, you have to leave the old things behind. You have to. I know when he went back to Cincinnati and he showed his vlog around his city, right? And the people who he used to hang with, right? He's not with his old people anymore, his old crew. He's barely around his family, right? He's spending new true time, right? He can be spending with anybody. He's spending it with people in Ghana right now. He's spending it with people in Kenya. He's spending it with people in Zimbabwe, right? He's spending it with people in Africa. When you get old in age, you have to leave old stuff behind. You can't keep doing the same things you used to do. And this is what I kind of saw with my granddad, right? You know, the older he got, the more or less he kept in contact with people who he had known all his life in Chicago. That's just how it is, and that's how it's going to be for a lot of us as we get older. Speed is probably going to be one of those man who grows old in age and you don't have that gold chain around his neck. He's probably going to have that African medallion around his neck as he get older in age. You know, it's simple. You know, you can't do the old tricks anymore. You can't walk the same blocks you used to walk. You know, you can't do it. A lot of us can't do those things. You know, because it's the energy, it's the attitude that's around those areas. We can't roll with it. We can't roll with it. We gotta venture off. We gotta learn something new. We have to get reaccustomed with our purpose while we're here on earth and what we were put here to do. So when I see the young people, when I see like people, you know, who return from the Army, who return from the Navy, who return from the Air Force, who return from the Marines, and they marry some girl and they say, we're going to go over here. We're going to go to Mauritius or something like that. That's ideal to do. Then they have kids over there or whatnot. They don't come back to America. That's ideal for them to do. You know, a lot of people have done that. A lot of people have done that, right? You can't knock people from wanting to become something more than what they're used to seeing. You know, like you can't knock people for that, right? You know, a lot of people want to knock the fact that people are starting to relearn and regather themselves about past histories. Like, oh, he think he better. Oh, she thinks she better than us now. Like, no, it's not that at all. It's not that at all. I just have a different calling than you. You don't know your purpose. I can't define your purpose for you. You have to define your own purpose. You see? Because I tell you, once somebody come along and say, oh, I'm going to buy your house, you know, that'll be the end for me owning property in America. Like, I'm taking my money and I'm leaving. That'll be the end for me. You know, I'm trying my best not to walk away, you know, and mess up my credit or anything like that. But like, I'm trying to stay in there long enough to where I can just be like, okay, this would be the time for me to move now, you know, to get out of America. So, you know, everybody who I grew up with, they starting to get older now. A lot of people on the transition. This is the perfect time for me to leave. You know, this way I don't have to deal with the nonsense that's going to come afterwards, you know. Africa is the perfect place to retire. Think about that, right? It's the perfect place to retire. They have social capital. They have agriculture capital. That's all you need to form a kingdom. That's all you need. And I was just saying this, right? When I look at my contact list, all the people who are on my contact list are people from Africa. It's not people from America. Like, I rarely have anybody from America in my contact list who I can just pick up the phone and call. That's how disassociated we are. Think. Great peace, Yakoki.